You are free, you are unlimited, right now, right now, right now.
That is such a true song for today. This is our last core value, freedom. In the spirit of freedom, we're looking at that spiritual freedom that is innate in each one of us. It really is a wonderful thing. And we start with Scripture. And this is also the end of that reading. You will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. This is John 8:32. You will know the truth. It's not hard to see the metaphysics behind this. What is the truth you know? Love.
God is everywhere present.
God is everywhere present.
We are all one.
We are all one.
Freedom.
Freedom. Peace. Joy. Courage. Kindness. Compassion.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. So, if we know all of these wonderful words that express the truth, we're free. Do you feel the freedom aligning with those ideas? Is there anyone who doesn't feel it? Good. We're all in the right place. So, you will, and this is not maybe someday you might possibly know the truth. Notice the words here. You will know the truth. And that truth is your freedom. It's powerful. And the spirit of freedom is ours by choosing it. That's why it's one of our core values. Very, very powerful. So, the team that sat down and drew up definitions and affirmations and individual behaviors and community behaviors came up with this definition: the ability to think, act, and express oneself authentically and responsibly. Anyone have a problem with that? No, it's what we say we want to be. And we have the ability because it's innate within us. Now, Reverend Eric Butterworth, who is a powerful minister in New York, he wrote some wonderful books. He says, you are not just a person living in the world. You are a spiritual being with the freedom to rise above circumstances and express the divine within you. Now, what does that look like? That looks like we're a spiritual being having a human experience. We have both experiences. We walk in the world and we're innately spiritually endowed and whole. And our spiritual freedom doesn't have anything to do with outer circumstances. What's going on with our relationships, what's going on in the world, in our community, has nothing to do with it. That's unchanging. Because our spiritual freedom is one with God, and God is unchanging. So when we can focus on our freedom, we're actually opening to the possibility that regardless of what I see, I know that I'm free. I know the truth of joy, of unconditional love, of oneness with God, of peace, of courage. All of those values that we shared are all part of that freedom that is ours. Isn't that exciting? It's good to wake up in the morning and go, wow, I know the truth. That means I'm free today. Free to choose. Free to be sad. Free to be angry. Free to have judgment. Free to drive like a maniac on the road. We are free. And freedom requires us to have some responsibility. So, freedom. Our individual behaviors. What we came up, there's two here. I respect others' right to make their own choices, even when I don't agree. Can I have an amen? Not as easy as it sounds, but there's ways to do this. First, by breathing. And remember the truth that we are and the truth that they are. There, bless you. And the next one is my choices flow from truth and empower my soul to expand in peace, purpose, and joy. So this is my individual choice of being in the spirit of freedom. Myrtle Fillmore speaks wisely here. She's co-founder of Unity. You are a free agent. The freedom to think and speak and act is your divine birthright because it carries with it the responsibility of choosing wisely. Like I intimated before, we can make choices that aren't exactly our highest good and can cause harm to others. We're free to do that. Each of us is free to do that. But it doesn't advance our progress very well. It causes a lot of pain. Anyone never made those choices? Anyone made them this morning? We need to choose what we want. And as people of spirit and of community, we choose to acknowledge that we have freedom to choose. And in that freedom, we can choose to give others the freedom to choose as well. And everything I do has an effect. No matter how I'm being in my relationships has an effect. When I'm loving and forgiving and accepting, my life is a whole lot easier. When I lay my head on my pillow, I go right to sleep. Because I don't have swirling thoughts of, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have cut that person off on 35. I shouldn't have had those thoughts. You know what I mean, those thoughts. You better. All of that is part of our choosing wisely. And when we do that, we enrich our experience right now. Because I am free, I am unlimited. There are no decision chains that bind me. I am free. I'm unlimited right now. We sing about it a whole bunch. It's true. Are we aware of it all the time? No. But when we're in our humanness, the distance from here to here isn't very long. But you got to start the journey. Return to the heart. I get very dramatic. It's all right. Community behaviors. This is a living document. We can add to these as we choose. But we encourage diverse voices, promote autonomy, and support self-expression. I love that. Each of us has the right to express ourselves just as we are. No more, no less. Just the way you are. And if you come in and your hair's all standing up, I say, good morning. Looks like you're having a good day too. And if you come in and you're lethargic and you don't have much energy, or you just don't want to be with people, well, come sit in the front row. You'll be all alone. You won't even see anybody but me, and you can close your eyes. Where's some earplugs? That's just a little trick to get you to come and sit in the front row. It's all empty. Thank you, AJ, for offering. Come on up. Join AJ. Diverse voices. We have many people in our community that believe and know and follow teachings that enthrall their heart. Whether it's the Bhagavad Gita, or the Rancha, or 12-step literature. We're all being opened to words that speak to us. It really is a wonderful journey we do together. And in the spirit of freedom, we are doing it. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, says spiritual freedom is found through the Christ consciousness within us. Not resisting outer circumstances, but in rising above them. Notice we don't have to do anything. We can just be where we are and honor our connection with our Christ consciousness, with the truth, and allow that to guide us for a next step. Maybe it's reaching out and being assistance to those who are in need. There's a whole lot of need out there. We can't help everyone every second. But if you help one other person, you're being of assistance. Rising above allows us to be fully present. Not letting the past, not letting the future, not letting what is. I'm looking out right now and it is sunny and bright. I could have sunglasses on right now. It's really bright. We know that it could also be really dark. And none of the outside experience has any magic effect on our truth. You will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. So I ask you to join me this week in raising your spirit of freedom, your spiritual freedom. Here's some 3 ways that we might choose to do this. The first one is awaken the Christ within. Not the Jesus within. We're waking our Christ consciousness, our divine identity. All those truths that we spoke about and many, many more. How do we do this? Prayer and meditation is the obvious one. But it also can be gardening. It can be writing music. It can be delivering a baby. It could be anything that brings you fully present in the now. Ignites that light of love and connection. If you hate to cook, don't try to find your Christ consciousness and truth by cooking. I hate to wash windows. Not exactly my thing to find my Christ consciousness. But I love washing dishes. I love scrubbing a floor. I love being of service. I love a whole bunch. And we all have those little things that we don't like to do. Trust me, there's someone else to wash the window. In my home, that's Owen. Fortunately, he doesn't mind at all. 2, release fear and affirm truth. Identifying when we're afraid of something. And trust me, you can have faith and fear at the same time. Trust me. The idea that if you have faith, you can't have any fear, bullshit. Holding on to the faith, being aware of the fear, allows us the freedom to say, this fear has no power over me. We're not denying the fear. We're setting it aside because it's not helping us right now. And when it comes up again, we say, this fear has no power over me because I know I'm whole and healthy. The energy of God is within every cell of my being. I'm alive. That's denials and affirmation, or negations and affirmations. There's a lot of different words. The problem is denial in our current psychology means that idea that we're thinking something that exists doesn't exist. But that's not what we're talking about. So, the third one is you need to step into freedom. Freedom isn't achieved for our lives by sitting back and going, okay, do it to me. I'm waiting. It's that wonderful story, which is very timely. There's a flood. And the man says, God will save me. And the car drives up and said, hop in. I'll drive you to safety. He says, oh no, I'm waiting for God to save me. The water keeps rising. A boat comes by and says, hop in, we'll get you to safety. Oh no, I'm waiting for God to save me. Then the helicopter comes by and says, I'll pluck you off the roof. Oh no, God's going to save me. And his house goes down the river and he dies. And he ends the pearly gates with God and he says, I was waiting for you to come save me. Listen to me, son. I sent you a car. I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. We need to step into it. We're given opportunity, but we have to choose them. And rise above the pain, the disappointment, the sadness, the not enough, all that stuff. Let's rise above it to our highest good. And then we can hold our head high and greet others on this journey of love and respect. And the grace of it is any day we could be crazy, but we're not all crazy on the same day. That means if you're crazy today, I'm happy to be with you. You just have your crazy. Because we're a community. And we can reach out to each other in multiple ways. Because the spirit of freedom is one of our core values. One of 5 things that we say, this is what I'm about. And it feeds us. It renews us. And you might just remember that passage in John. I will know the truth, and the truth will make me free. That's the spirit of freedom.